After becoming a billionaire, what would you do for yourself? Buying a luxurious house where you can enjoy the lavish life with all comforts and party with your richy rich class friends. Not a bad idea. So we have the list of most expensive houses ever sold. Perhaps you would like to purchase one of them. Before we start our countdown, gently hit the subscribe button. Now let's begin with number 7. A 9-acre estate in Silicon Valley. Home of tech, inventions, and modernity, California is one of the most expensive cities to live in. In its heart on the hills of Woodside, there is an elegant house that holds the record of property ever sold. An anonymous billionaire paid $117.5 million to buy a 9-acre estate in 2012. It was built in 2005 in a way to enjoy the 360-degree views of Woodside Mountain. Only alone, the main house is spread over 8,900 square feet, built in neoclassical style. The 117-square-foot wide colonnaded pool is the best place for a pool party. There is also a detached building of the library, a tennis court, and a lovely garden. The neighborhood is also filled with homes of 11 billionaires, which among Gordon Moore of Intel, eBay's Jeffrey Skoll, Senator John Durr, and perhaps the most famous, Oracle's boss Larry Ellison. If I get a chance to stay, I'll definitely go to Larry's house. Larry spent $200 million to shape his home in Japanese style. At number 6, there is a tie between two houses, Spelling Manor of Los Angeles and Copper Beach Estate of Connecticut. Both landmarks are sold for more than $120 million. Let's find out what's so special inside, one by one. The manor is the most substantial home of Los Angeles and is made up of 123 rooms spread over 4.6 acres of land. This mega mansion was custom constructed in 1998 for the famous television director Aaron Spelling. It includes 30 bedrooms, a spa, a disco club, a scrolling room, entertainment venues, playrooms, and 3 gift rooms. Moreover, the house contains a big parking lot where you can place more than 100 vehicles. Not only that, but there are also 4 stylish garages to park your most expensive car away from guests. The famous British model and fashion designer Petra Ecclestone bought this house for $85 million. Later, she put it for sale. She had to wait a while, but last year, in 2019, she sold it in exchange for $120 million. But Greenwich's Copper Beach Farm kept that record long before the manor. In 2013, the property listed for sale with huge numbers of $190 million. But later, in the same year, a buyer agreed to purchase the house for $120 million. It is a beach house of 50 acres, located around the dense forest and grass. The wondrous greenery outside the home and blue, calm water's draw gives this incredible sensation. Moreover, the house is 1,500 square feet. Maybe you can't guess its age. It is 109 years older than Manor. Initially built in 1898 by one of the co-founders of Andrew Carnegie's U.S. Steel Corporation. Copper Beach Estate contains multiple grass tennis courts, sprawling gardens, 2 greenhouses, a private apple orchard, and a 75-foot heated pool with a hot tub that overlooks the Long Island Sound. It is the most fantastic property, nestled on 4,000 feet of water views and private beaches. This property is known as Broken O Ranch, located at the vast green land of Montana. The buyer, Stan Kroenke, paid $132.5 million in cash for the 124 acres. You may have heard about him. He is the real estate tycoon worth $5 billion, who is also well known as the owner of sports teams like NBA's Denver Nuggets and the NFL's St. Louis Rams. The enormous property is not only a home, but also a homeland, where you can do anything you want, like wildlife hunting. The working ranch produces 700,000 bushels of grain and 25,000 tons of hay every year. In the middle of this landmark, there is a luxurious 10,000-square-foot mansion that owns gorgeous views of the Rocky Mountains and a river. It also has an indoor swimming pool, fishing luxury rooms, and everything you expect from a billionaire's house. It holds the record of one of the most enormous land properties. Let's jump back to New York again, where we have the fourth most expensive property ever sold. The home was built in 1960 for Ford's family of Henry Ford, around the green carpeted grassland of 42 acres. The house is 20,000 square feet, with 12 well-furnished bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, and a private pool near the courtyard. A wooden floor path leads down the ocean beach. Yeah, it has more than 1,350 feet of ocean front. Just after 2 weeks of Greenwich record-breaking deals, a hedge fund manager bought this home for $147 million. Another most expensive home purchase in the USA. We reached third of our list and the most lavish property of Los Angeles, situated in the beautiful area of Bel Air. It looks like a masterpiece around the heart of the magical island. From the entrance, a big fountain with 4 statues welcomes its guests. When someone enters the elegant house, a foyer with a lovely staircase and French luxury attracts everyone. The fancy ballrooms give you the feel of French royalness, as everything in this home comes from Paris. The living rooms can be converted into a screening room by just 1 click. Panels slide to open a studio with a piano. The elevator leads up to 11 bedrooms and 15 bathrooms. They're surrounded with forest greenery. There are many streams, including the most famous koi stream, where you may love to stare at orange golden-colored koi swimming through the stream. There are also many gardens, including the rose garden, vegetable garden, and a Japanese garden. How can we forget the 70 feet square large pool, along with an indoor-outdoor pool house? It's a dream place for pool party lovers. In stories, you may have heard about secret paths under the royal castles. Well, this building has many secret shortcuts like caves to go and come back without telling everyone. These paths also have an elevator. The tennis court, barbecue, and redwood area makes it the best place in Los Angeles. Last time this property sold was for $150 million by Rupert Murdoch's billionaire son, Lachlan Murdoch, which still holds a record of the most expensive mansion. You know Jeff Bezos is the wealthiest human of all times on Earth. He could buy anything he loves, as he recently did with a new record by purchasing a home for $165 million. But that doesn't mean he paid any excessive price. The beautiful property is situated at Beverly Hills in Los Angeles. It was built in 1930 for the late president and co-founder of Warner Brothers, Jack L. Warner. The home is built in colonial style with many terraces and gardens. There are several guest homes, tennis courts, a 9-hole golf course, and a pool complex. There is also a state-of-the-art system for home security. However, after the purchase till yet, it is not clear that Jeff is going to live here or not. Finally, we are now talking about the most expensive property ever sold anywhere. The house belongs to the most expensive area in New York, Manhattan, around South Central Park, where the tourists come from all around the world. On January 23, 2019, the news revealed that a hedge fund bought the property with the most substantial payment of $238 million. His name is Ken Griffin, whose net worth is more than $10 billion. Surprisingly, he purchased the top 4 floors of an unfinished. He is the only man who spent $700,000 on personal residence in the last 5 years. Not only that, but he also holds the most expensive purchase in New York, Illinois, and Florida. Still, we don't know how much he's going to spend on the unfinished floors. So what's your thought about it? Tell us in the comments and give this video a like.
Listen.